Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. This morning, LEGO revealed three brand new Marvel sets that introduce a new style of character building system to make LEGO action figures. I mean, it's not entirely new because all of these Spider-Man figures follow the same general build style as the Iron Man figure released in January of 2022, but it's very interesting that like it's expanding like the line so suddenly and going back into action figure style stuff after the construction system kind of died out. So this is the Spider-Man figure. It's got 258 pieces. It'll retail for $25 when it releases on September 1st. And I think that this is a great idea by LEGO. I think that there's definitely a market for LEGO style action figures, and I far prefer something like this to the construction stuff because it's actually built up with proper pieces. Now, I like the construction figures. I really liked some of the Star Wars ones, especially like Kylo Ren and Darth Vader, but I also loved the Iron Man figure from January of 2022. They can look a little bit like rougher around the edges, but I think that going with brick building is always better because then when I get tired of this, I can just take it apart and use the pieces for something else. And it's a lot harder to do that with the specialized construction style system. One thing that I love about these sets is it looks like all of these web patterns are printed, so that's a relief because if those were all stickers, I would be really irritated, and I'm glad to see that LEGO did print some for the legs as well. But I really, really hate the head. I think the heads on all of these look terrible because they're printed on this piece that was designed for the Iron Man figure. And so as a result, it's got like cheekbones for the helmet and it's got like, all of these angles and everything. And it's like people's heads are not that angular. When you put on the Spider-Man mask, like your head is round. So you just look round. And so I don't like that Legos use this angular piece. The head was my least favorite part of the Iron Man figure, and it's my least favorite part of all of these other figures too. And I really wish Lego had just made a new piece because I don't know why they thought they could get away with this. That being said, I think that everything else looks pretty good. There's far fewer pieces than the Iron Man figure. That one was $40. These are all 25. And I just don't. And I mean, there's a lot less detail because they're for a different target audience. So I really like the boxes for these sets because I think that the poses are super dynamic and I love the box art. Like you just don't see poses this interesting in Lego sets most of the time. But I also want to go to the 360-degree video. I do love that Spider-Man comes with the web pieces. I think that that was definitely a necessity. But yeah, it's not really, this figure's not really finished around the back. And that's something that I don't like because with the Iron Man figure, I was really impressed with how much it was finished around the back. Like they could have put a spider logo or something here. Because the Iron Man one had like multiple stickers and like jet boosters and stuff, and it was just really, really cool. But again, this is for a different audience, so because that one was more of a display set, so I understand why they're doing what they're doing. But yeah, I think that this is a cool idea. So now let's move on to Miles Morales. Miles has 238 pieces and is the same $25 price point, which I do think is too expensive. I don't think any of these guys should be $25. These seem like $20 sets to me. But let's see once I have them in hand and I've built them, maybe I'll feel differently because the Iron Man figure was a very good build. I really like that set. But I think Miles looks fantastic. I might like him a little bit better than Peter. I think the one thing I don't like is that he doesn't have any print on his legs, so they look very plain. But I really like the black and red. I've always been a fan of, like black and red color schemes for Spider-Man and Batman. And he's got the transparent blue webs. I think that this piece looks slightly better in black, but it's still just way too angled. Like it looks like they're wearing like Iron Man helmets printed with like Spider-Man details. I really wish that those heads were just rounder because I don't think that this works very well. I mean, other than that, there's not that much else to say about the build. I mean, it's pretty much the same as Peter's from what I can tell. But I'm really glad that they're doing Miles and Peter. I think that that's really important, and it's great to see Miles, continue to get so much attention in Lego form. And now we come to our third and most interesting one of these sets, in my opinion. This is the Venom figure, 297 pieces for $25. So already a better price per part ratio. But I love this thing because of that head. Look at how perfect that is. I really like the way that Lego did this. I actually can't even tell what piece they're using for the teeth back here, but it's the same exact headpiece. They've just added a lower jaw to make it look like his mouth is open. Now that might look a little bit awkward in person, just because like that's going to be really flat, but we'll see how it is. I still don't like the angling of this piece. I still don't think it works at all for these figures. But on Venom, I think it works the best. One, because everything's like so black up here, it kind of like just falls. It falls like more easily into like the shoulders and stuff, so it's kind of hard to see how angular it is. And the other thing is that because he has the lower jaw, I feel like that also like sets him apart. I love the hands on him. These are like my favorite way to. This is like my favorite build for Lego mech hands. That's what I'm trying to say. With the Exoforce arms with the claws on the end, I really don't like what they're doing on Miles and Spider-Man, like with those little like clip and bar pieces. I hate that build system. And Venom also has a bunch of printed pieces up here, which look great. And I don't really think he needs printing throughout his legs. I think that his legs look fine without them. Um, but yeah, I think that, I mean, if anything, maybe the feet are just a little bit too skinny because like Venom's a big, like powerful character. So maybe they could have given him slightly bigger feet. But I mean, like that's a nitpick. I think that this looks pretty great. And I really love this box as well, having him like hanging off the side of the building. The art for all of these sets is very nice, I must say. So let's see if the back. Oh, he does have some white along the sides. Ooh, and he does have back detailing. Okay, yeah, so this easily makes him the best figure because he has the spider print on the back too. That's really going above and beyond. I did not expect Lego to print all of that stuff like twice to do it on the back too when the other figures have such unfinished backs. Because I mean, like the other guys are supposed to have Spider-Man logos on their back too. So it would have been nice if Spider-Man and Miles were like finished off this well. But I think it's nice that they went there for Venom. So yeah, I'm looking forward to these sets. I think that it's a great idea from Lego. I think that there's definitely a market for stuff like this, and I will be buying all of them because I am a Lego completionist, a Lego Marvel completionist. But I'm also going to be buying them because I like this system too. I think that when Lego does like little toys like this, like mechs and action figures and stuff like that, I really like them. So that's it for today. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys in more videos soon. Bye for now.